Welcome back to another Trebl Top 10 where we count down the top 10 happenings in soccer. This week we are continuing with our trend of World Cup related episodes. And this week we're gonna keep saying this week and keep talking about this week and this week. All right, we're gonna do that one more time. Yeah, that was one fluid take. I'm a little upset that I
Oh, we can re-record things?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So if you fuck up, y'all boys are I'm golden.
Trust me, this shit gets edited heavily.
Yeah.
The amount of times me and Louis shit talk in the middle of it and then go back and do it.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm ready, folks.
Alright, welcome to another Trebl Top 10 video where we talk about the top 10 happenings in soccer world. I lost it.
This is fun as fuck.
Welcome to another Trebl Top 10, the weekly show where we count down the top 10 happenings in soccer. My name is Louis, and we are joined here by two very amazing people. Michael is back, Arab Mikey as we're now referring to him as.
You see me, I got the Brazzy Dewey. It's lit.
Yeah, promotion.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not the intern anymore. We got a new intern.
Hi, I'm intern Eggy. I'm here for the episode. Let's get it.
Well, that was nice.
I wasn't ready. I know the camera's come my way.
Stupid.
I'm not sure where I'm looking, by the way.
That's your camera.
That's my camera?
This is our
This is my
just
camera.
you?
Yeah.
that's just him. This is ours.
I looked at that when I started talking.
Bro, the screen right here.
Okay, no one tells me this. I don't know who's recording me.
Bro, come on. It's literally right here.
I got them into a whole.
This week, keeping up with our recent trend of doing World Cup videos, we are counting down the top 10 funniest moments in the history of the World Cup, or at least what I could find on YouTube. Before we start this episode, come over here, press the subscribe button, hit the little bell button right next to it to never miss out on any of the videos we post. So before we get into it, how are you guys feeling about this World Cup? As we just came from watching the Germany-South Korea game, which came back from watching the Germany-South Korea game, and Germany's eliminated. I'm hyped up. Brazil plays in about an hour or so, so we're trying to get this episode recorded. I am absolutely hyped that Germany is out.
Fun fact for all the viewers out here, y'all didn't know, I'm actually half South Korean. So shout out to my home nation. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, where in South Korea from?
What?
Yeah, back to your question. Honestly, I'm loving it so far. It's gotta be one of the more exciting World Cups I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Who thought Germany was gonna come last? Let's be honest here.
That's crazy. Like, not only did they get knocked out, but they are fourth in their group. They are, like, literally the bottom of their group, which is crazy.
I started today. If you told me Sweden's coming first, I would call you a liar.
That's crazy.
You know what that is? That's karma. This is karma coming finally back.
Yeah, you didn't have to put 7 past us 4 years ago. You didn't have to do
Exactly.
that.
For the 7. Know what I mean?
But all right, Michael, roll the tape. Let's get the show going. So at number 10, we have Diana Ross in the opening ceremony of the 1994 World Cup. So by all accounts, the opening ceremony of the 1994 World Cup was a massive disaster. Diana Ross wasn't.
What?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. She came through with the torque nipples. But
She's got her high beams on.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
yeah, she got. That's a look though.
She came out with the diamond colors.
The best part is that, like, with this green effect we have on, you probably shouldn't be able to see it, but it's so apparent that it still comes through.
I could have been in the stadium top row, would have seen it.
She was Janet Jackson before Janet Jackson.
So by all accounts, the opening ceremony of the 1994 World Cup was a disaster. She wasn't actually singing, she was lip syncing, whatever the fucking term is. And basically, it's just kind of a mess of things. And let's watch the video to see how it ended. So she comes up, the ending of the ceremony is to take a penalty. She's rolling up with her weird ass 90s jumpsuit thing, and it's a packed Rose Bowl in LA. And then she comes up for the penalty, she fakes, she goes for it, finally, and misses wide left. But the whole point was that when the ball hit the back of the net net was gonna explode, and it would have been really cool. But she shanks it to the left.
Imagine paying someone so much to perform at the opening thing, and they fucking miss a PK.
Wait, here's the other thing. You're gonna judge. You think you sink that PK? Harder than it looks.
Top right, easy. Top right, easy.
I'm betting you shank it over.
Bet.
All right, let's just call up FIFA, get them to recreate the whole thing, and have Mikey be
And
Diana Ross.
I'll sing, and I'll actually sing. I won't sing the national anthem. I'll probably sing something
I
else.
heard you saying it's pretty.
But either way, this was, a very interesting way to kick off the '94 World Cup. kind of messed up that she probably practiced this, is my thinking, right? Like, she probably had to have a dress rehearsal on this and, like, had to go through the whole thing.
I want to argue, judging by the video, she didn't practice a second.
What shoes do you think she was taking it in? Like, was she wearing like heels or?
So I'm wondering, because you're on a soccer field, why would you be in heels? But then again, you're a performer, so why wouldn't you be in heels?
I feel like she should have been wearing cleats the whole time.
Beautiful jumpsuit and then cleats. Yeah. Nice. Nike sponsors her. So at number 9, when I was thinking about all these ideas for the World Cup centric episodes, I wanted to do an episode solely on haircuts, but then I figured, I'm just gonna lump it into one big part for number 9 on this list, and it's haircuts at every World Cup. As you can see here, his name is, what is his name? Talibo, I believe. He played for Nigeria. His hair is fire. Roll it. So at the first spot here, you have the iconic, classic, most beautiful haircut that has ever graced the world of the World Cup. Is Ronaldo and his, how would you describe that?
Beauty. Class.
That's the my barber forgot to finish, but it still looked hot.
The Clippers ran out of batteries and you just said, you know what?
They lost power mode.
That's the Bay Home Alone. We'll finish later.
That's the I got a haircut 5 minutes before I should have been on the field. I couldn't finish it in time, so just round it off.
Now the better question is, he pulls it off well.
Oh yeah, there's no argument in my mind that this is beautiful.
Yeah.
The real reason, right, was that he wanted to differentiate himself for his kid on.
Nah, what it was is that everyone was talking about his knee injury, because right before the 2002 World Cup, he had 2 serious knee injuries, and that had taken him out of games. He, like, in a period of 2 years before the World Cup, he didn't play that much. He was like in and out of the sides, fucked up his knees twice. And then everyone was talking about how, like, hey, like, is Ronaldo gonna be the same? Is he gonna be able to produce the way he did? Blah, blah, blah. So he got this haircut to take all of the conversation away from his knee and his fitness to talk about a stupid haircut. So it worked out.
Genius.
That's smart. All right, let's see the next.
Smart man, I respect it.
Let's see the next haircut. Who wildin'?
Roberto Baggio's mullet dreads, which I found amazing.
Those else too, just saying.
I might have to bring that back. It's a wave right there.
Can't forget Carlos Valderrama's steel wool haircut.
Look at him, I'm just jealous.
That's like my hair on steroids.
Oh, and then you had Cal Beckerman's dreads in the 2014 World Cup, which was awesome. Oh, Chris Waddle for England. It was a beautiful mullet.
It is beautiful.
It is glorious. Oh, and here he is, Talibo, who played for Nigeria. Look at what he did.
That's arguably the best haircut I've ever seen.
How dope is that?
I need
There's like a bungee cord in his hair.
I need everyone to at Lil Yachty and tell him to give that man his hairstyle back, because Lil Yachty just stole that.
That's actually, I completely forgot about Lil Yachty.
Yeah.
Oh, and I had to put this one on here, and it's not really funny, but I just needed to put on here to get your opinion. And is it fire? Is it not fire? Okay.
Does anyone think it's not fire? If you think it's not fire, let me know. We got a problem.
Literally, like, he could shave his head bald, he'd still look cute. You know what I mean?
He is cute.
Yeah. Remember what I said like 2 weeks ago? That's Nate Daddy.
At number 8, you have James and the Giant Grasshopper in the 2014 World Cup. So James nails his PK to level it with Brazil, and as he's running away to celebrate, I was about to say little grasshopper. A grasshopper decides to take a ride on him. Wow, that sounds weird.
Keep going, I like where this is going. Go ahead.
Grasshopper decides to ride on James Rodriguez's arm, and it's a massive, like, gargantuan-sized grasshopper. So you can kind of see it right here, but when you play the tape, I'll show you where it comes in. So as you can see here, it's flying in, and as he grabs the ball, it decides to just attach itself to his arm right here. You can see it. And he kisses his arm, it's giant. So it's kind of funny because, like, you know, you have the Amazon nearby and they talk about how they have like all these massive sized creatures, and one decides that it's a soccer fan all of a sudden and he just wants to go hug. It's like people who go streaking in soccer games, right? Like they just run out in the field to try and hug the person, but this is a grasshopper.
That's not grasshopper PEDs, right?
No, that's not even a real grasshopper, bro. That's a dinosaur.
It's like from fucking Jurassic Park.
Yeah. This is Jurassic World, Brazil.
At number 7, we have Graham Poll during the 2006 World Cup. He was a referee. He was one of England's best referees, and everybody was talking about how, like, they were so happy that an English referee was going to be at the world stage. He was really well regarded, right? And then, during a game that he was reffing with Croatia, he gives a guy 3 yellow cards, the same guy, and doesn't realize that he didn't send the guy off, and then gives the guy the 3rd yellow card to send him off after the game is over. So here's the first one. He comes over, gives the guy his 1st yellow. Awesome. He walks away, he's still talking, blah, blah, blah. He gives him a 2nd yellow. And you think, where's the red card? Like, this is ridiculous. And fine, he doesn't send him off, nothing. He's still arguing, he doesn't move, he's hanging out.
Impressively, he seems unfazed by his 2nd yellow, too.
Right. And then the 3rd one, the whistle blew, and now he gives him the 3rd yellow, and finally, the red card came out at the end.
So he really got super red.
So what I think is, he didn't want to ref a regular game. He's 3 strikes, you're out. So it's Red Sox, Yankees. But yeah, he's like 3 strikes, you're out. And everybody's like, what the fuck are you talking about, man?
Forgot he was playing soccer, forgot he was repping soccer. He's like, nope, I'm an umpire now. This is it.
He's like, ball. We're just like, what?
Strike!
Crazy, man. 3 yellows.
I didn't think it was possible for a ref to do that. And like, think about it. You're on the world's biggest stage. It is literally the World Cup. There are hundreds of millions of people watching you, and you fuck up that bad. Pretty sure this dude had to retire after this World Cup because they're like, yeah, you don't know how to count, so you're out.
He partially retired after the game, honestly.
Yeah. At number 6, we have Rivaldo's, I want to call them tactics instead of antics during the 2002 World Cup. I'm going to give you guys no background on this, and we're just going to roll the tape. He's about to take a corner. The guy kicks the ball at him. He pretends like it hits him in the face. Here it is. The ball comes, it hits him in the knee. He acts like he got hit in the face. He falls down, rolls over. Best part is he got the guy sent off.
What?
He got the Turkish guy sent off. And it was one of the most shocking moments of the World Cup, but it's hilarious. Look at it. He gets hit in the knee. He falls, pretends like he got hit in the face. And the guy was just like returning the ball to him a little angrily, but like not really trying to hurt him. And he gets the guy sent off.
Yeah, Turkish people are a little angry sometimes.
Yeah, I think that was a legit attack on his life, so I don't really blame him. But honestly, it makes sense. This is where Neymar learned it all from, huh?
Yeah, I'm not doubting you. I agree, but you know, whatever. Hey, all I'm saying is Rivaldo has been the best player in the world and has won a World Cup.
Yeah, you're right. If that's what you gotta do to win all that, sign me up.
Yo, if Neymar diving this much gets Brazil the World Cup, he could fucking become an Olympic swimmer after this. I don't give a fuck. Like, go dive, go do all this shit. Just, I don't care. Just win.
I want to know when my men's rec league. I'll start throwing myself. Let me know.
All right, so let's say Neymar does win the World Cup, retires, and becomes a swimmer. Are you going to be happy?
Hell yeah, I'll go to every swimming match,
meets. I think.
I'll go to every single one of the swimming meets in my Brazil jersey, just chanting. I'll get my hair like exactly like him, and that's it.
You'd have a swimming cap on. So
I'll be rolling up in a swimming cap then.
You gotta shave your whole body too.
That's gonna take you a while.
That's gonna take me a while. At number 5, you're gonna have to play the volume for this one. I don't know if we're gonna be allowed to do this on YouTube, but we're gonna find out. So John Aldridge during the 1994 World Cup plays for Ireland, right? And the little background is he is about to come in as a sub, but as he's coming in, a FIFA official, not the referee, says that he can't come on, and he starts to lose his shit. Is all I'm gonna say.
Well, what's going on here? That John Aldridge wants to go on, and the officials won't let him on.
Has gone off, and the referee hasn't yet allowed Aldridge on.
And I went, why is Aldridge not on the field? I've lost all control, and I've lost it.
If he doesn't stop arguing, Aldridge will be sent off before he gets on. This has to be.
The finish is swearing like hell and yelling at the referee.
Fucking cheat!
Cohen was already off the pitch when that happened, and already gone to the bench, and they wouldn't let Aldridge on. And Jack Charlton is quite right to be indignant about that, and the gentleman in the yellow hat really exists nowhere in the firmament of international football and has no right to interfere in such an officious way. Keane, Townsend and McGrath. Aldridge, Sheridan, and McAteer. Back for Aldridge!
Best part is though.
Yes, that's it!
Great goal, John Aldridge.
Dude, he rolls over. Like, he's about to come on, right? Mexico is winning 2-0 against Ireland. And he's about to come on. The ref's like, no, you can't. He starts, I love English swears, so he calls the referee a twat. You dickhead. He says, you dickhead, you twat, you fucking cheat. And he starts like flipping him off, starts saying all this shit, berating the ref. And the manager, Jack Charlton at the time for Ireland, just starts piling into the ref too. I'm pretty sure he flips the ref off too. But he was just like, oh, okay, and lets him on. On his second touch though, he scores for Ireland, which is kind of crazy. I mean, I'd be pissed too if like you're about to go on and they go, oh, hey, no. Because the worst part was the guy who came off the field and he never was allowed back on. So Ireland were basically down a man until he could come back on. But then luckily seconds later he scores.
I'd be pissed if this random guys looking at you telling you can't come on. Hell no.
And it's like, it's not a FIFA official. Like, it was just a guy who was just there.
Sports official. I'd be like, nah, get out of my face.
Yeah.
Like, who you, boy?
Honestly, we all lose our temper sometimes.
Do we?
I don't know, bro.
Just kidding. I've kicked the guy in the head before.
True. I watched.
First year I had to retire.
Anyway, moving on. So at number 4, we have Zaire in the 1974 World Cup not knowing the rules to the sport that they are playing at the World Cup. They're playing Brazil in, I'm pretty sure it was the group stages because they didn't win a single game this World Cup. But before we move on, their jerseys are fly. There's no sponsor. All it says is Zaire and leopards on it.
That is hot. And they're all V-neck. Before V-necks were hot.
But I will say, this looks like something you'd buy like Urban Outfitters, like Hot Topic today, just like something on the front and that's it.
It's like a 1970s gym class uniform.
So what's happening here? Brazil get a free kick at the top of the box. The ref is lining up all the Zaire players who kind of keep moving and pushing the Brazilian players. And he's like, all right, guys, figure it out, whatever. So they're standing on the wall. He keeps having to explain to them that they need to be on the wall. They can't move. So then the ref blows the whistle right here. And before the Brazil players can go, Zaire guy comes over and just hoofs the ball across the field.
He genuinely has no idea what he did wrong.
He legitimately had no idea.
Like, what the hell? Did he not have qualifiers back then?
Dude, I don't know how it happened that this man just literally thinks that, okay, cool, he's going to blow the whistle and I'm going to run over and just kick this ball as hard as I can if the Brazilian players hadn't even touched it yet.
And if you're in Brazil, you're kind of looking at him like, what do you do there?
Exactly, you're just like, what the fuck?
Life's crazy, man. Life is crazy. Especially in 1974. Shit was weird.
Was it? Yeah. How was it for you then?
It was cool. My past life was good.
At number 3, we have Joachim Löw's boogers. And boogers plural because he seems to literally not be able to keep his hands out of his nose or out of his pants. I know that sounds weird, but let's watch, I guess.
Some say he's still looking for that booger.
So here he is. He's picking his nose, and then he goes and gives Cristiano Ronaldo a handshake and pats the booger into Cristiano Ronaldo's hand during the 2014 World Cup. Here we see Joachim Löw at training, picking his butt, and he's picking his butt, and he's hanging out, stretching, pretending to stretch, whatever. And he sniffs it.
Oh. That's why you lost today. This is why you came last in your group.
Yo, you low. Doing.
And he's just sniffing it. It's weird. And here he is again, picking some more massive boogers out of his nose. Oh, nope, just kidding. This is when he picks his butt.
Crazy. The German national team coaches all wear the same color t-shirt and black skinny jeans for their games.
And this man is just picking things out of his bum or in his nose, and it's really gross. And he's probably one of the most disgusting people in world football. Like, that's just, all of this is gross. And it's on national television.
Oh boy, nah.
And here's
No,
he puts his hand in his pants.
This is live mid-game.
This is live mid-game, because he wants to give himself a nice little jerk around mid-game. And then he smells it.
Oh,
I have nothing against Germany, but I'm glad they lost now.
I have everything against Germany now.
I just kind of put a montage of all his grossest moments. I thought it was pretty great.
He's so fucking nasty.
Dude, I just want to show you guys that it's not a one-time occurrence. It's literally like all the time this man can't seem to keep his hands out of his, either out of his pants or out of his nose.
It's crazy because he's
out of his armpit too. That's great. That's a good one.
It's crazy because he's like a You know what I mean? You're on the world stage. You have cameras on you at all times.
That scarf is a fire look for him, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Bro, how does someone produce that many boogers?
Dude, I don't know. But it's like, how do you keep doing it? It's on national television. It's like international television.
At this point, he clearly doesn't care.
No,
he wants you to know he's doing it.
Yeah.
He's toying with everyone.
Yeah.
At number 2, we have one of my personal favorites in Joe Hart terrorizing the ball boy. Please unmute the video, because this is very important. This was during the 2014 World Cup. England was playing someone. It doesn't matter. That's not the part that's important. Play the video. Ball goes out.
Give that fucking ball! Give that fucking ball!
He goes over and kicks the advertising thing and starts yelling at the ball boy to give him the ball.
And this kid's yelling that's probably no more than 10 years old, right?
Maybe. I mean, like, every ball boy is within 10 and like 16. Like, they're not old. And Joe Hart is a professional athlete who goes over there and is terrorizing the small child to throw the ball at him.
I kind of sympathize with him. He needed the fucking ball.
So it's crazy because like he's applying the pressure to the ball boy like it's a very big game, but it's probably like 1-1 against Tahiti, and they're like, "Yo, give me the ball!" Like, the English national team sucks.
What do you mean, football's coming home?
And at number 1, we have.
I hate Gary Lineker too, so this is gonna be great.
At number 1, we have one of the most disturbingly funny things that have ever happened at the World Cup. Gary Lineker shat himself. Shitted himself?
Shitted on
All
himself.
all the above.
All of the above.
Shitted on himself, yeah.
He shit himself mid-game. And for the longest time, he refused to admit it. But then he had an interview a couple years ago where he was talking to someone, and he blatantly was like, yeah. And the audio for this video is him in the interview talking to the guy, saying that, yeah, I shit myself. And this is in the middle of the 1990 World Cup. Like, this is it's pretty great.
When you ball hard, you ball hard.
So the ball's here. Gary Lineker had actually tried to make that tackle. So when he like stretched himself out, he like fell, and he talks about how he like relaxed a little bit and some poo came out. And you can see he's like literally starts to rub. He tells his teammate, he goes, I shit myself. And he starts to shuffle on the floor to try and like use the grass in his shorts to wipe his ass. And he shuffles some more, and he's like trying to pick it out. He's like wiping it with his hands. And then he goes forward, and they're like, yep, buddy, go up to front. We don't want to smell your smelly ass. Like, we're good. And they send him up front. But imagine that. You literally have to play a game after you shit yourself.
If I'm the center mid, I'm livid. That's right in his area.
He's going to be running, all of a sudden just slip on some poo.
Imagine we're making slide tackle, you get up, bang, you slip and poo.
You have your teammates shit on your leg. Like, how weird would that be?
You know what would be right? If I was one of the English defenders, you guys put your 2 fingers on it and just rub it on the player's lip. Just to get in their head. Just to get on there. That will literally change the whole tide of the game.
Like, so you're telling me like Gary Lineker should like just started wiping it on the players for the other team? That way he might have had an advantage?
On their star player, right on their lip. Just boom. Their star player is out for the game. Right there.
Yeah, honestly, if I'm a star player, I'm looking at the coach. I'm out. Get me out.
This man just put Dookie on my lip. Get me the fuck out.
That is so disgusting.
Joe Lowe's looking at him like,
Damn, bro. I thought I was gross, but this dude shit himself.
Joe, we never know. Joe might have shit himself in all those videos.
Joe can look at Gary Lineker, let me smell your fingers.
All right.
I gotta go home. I'm about to pull a Gary Lineker.
And he wipes his hands on the grass again, and he continues on. Oh, that's pretty great.
What minute was this in? Like, this had to be.
I don't know. I can't really tell, but like either way, man.
Imagine this is like 6 minutes in.
Oh god, that'd be so funny.
You know.
Oh, and he fell again and started to wipe his ass again on the floor. That must be so uncomfortable though. And this is pre-spandex, so like imagine just flying out. So there you have it, guys. Another episode of the Trebl Top 10 in the books. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Did we forget any funny moments? Were any of these not deserving, in your opinion, to be on this list? Is there anything we kind of messed up on? Let us know in the comments below. Hit the little like button, guys.
We'll see you next week.
Do you have any final thoughts, anyone? Final messages? Final requests?
Vai Brasil.
Well, we'll catch you later. We gotta go. We gotta break everything down and go watch this game. We'll see you next week.
Peace, y'all.